Alright everybody, hello, welcome back to my channel. Speaking to John. I was going to do this video yesterday, but had a lot going on. And just to update you real quick before I do the video, it's getting a little worse, so I'm waiting for this guy to call me back for the surgery. It's getting pretty bad. I can see it. It's better right now that I tried to show you, but before it was a little more. So I do need that shunt put in. I just want to get it done with, and I'll update you guys on that. But this guy seen one of my older videos, my second video about how I talked about prison. When I still do it. Do that, what to expect, jail, how to act, and to be good. Just be a man. Get treated like a man. Act like a bitch, you get treated like a bitch. Same thing for prison, And one thing he talked about is how come I didn't talk about how the Boys in Blue, which I consider is the biggest gang in prison and jail, because they are a gang, They beat the shit out of you. How come I haven't spoke about what to expect that people might see or have it done to them, about the beatings and all the fucked up shit that the officers do? And I told him, and he says I made great videos, like, all the videos he was watching. He's like, your videos are great, well talked about, well spoken. And I told him that was gonna be my next video. He requested it. I don't remember his name because of my brain injury. I might have it in this description, but I didn't get his permission, so actually I won't. But it was a guy that, was commenting on my second video I ever made, what to expect from prison. But I promised him that my next video was this, because I always make videos requested. So this was not my idea, although it should have been. This was a requested video, and I promised him I'd make this. He said, why haven't you? To me, he's right. I should have done that. So to me, that was his idea that gave me the idea that I should do it. All right. So for those that are new to this channel, I talk about everything from drugs, sex, rock and roll, not rock and roll, but drugs, sex, prison, jail, murder that happened to me, some news, stimulus shit, stocks, a whole bunch of shit, well-rounded. Bozo Chronicles, it's a place to have fun, place to hang out, place for you guys. And I do giveaways. I do object giveaways, good, not like, hey, I got a lighter. Look at my giveaways. I was even doing coach stuff, like real. I tell you, I did a video what's fake. I even did one what's fake and admitted my fake stuff. Like I don't front and say everything is real. Look, my shit fell apart. Not like I can't fix it, but faked out. All right, but if you like the channel, and for you guys that have been here before, welcome back. You guys already know what time it is. And hit that subscribe button, because I did the algorithm, not the algorithm, the thing where I can see everything. I can look behind and see the charts of how long people are watching, there's nothing I can't see. The statistics, nothing. Age groups, areas, subtitles, what cards get pushed, everything. And it's like 85% are watching it this time that aren't subscribers, and they're watching the videos for way longer than the subscribers, So subscribers, I'm not mad at you because you're still viewing, so I'm getting your views, but tell me what you're not liking. You guys aren't speaking. Tell me what you're not liking, or what's lacking interest that's making you click off. You know what I mean? And I could change it, you know what I mean? Because this video, I do for you. I do it for me because I get to vent and I get to socialize, but it's for you guys. I'm not sitting at home playing my videos of me, you know what I mean? Like, it's for you guys. So just speak your mind. Be like, yo, can you make a video of this? Because you will find that interesting, and you'll probably watch it till the end, you know what I mean? And you might not be the only one who finds that interesting. There might be a ton of people. So open your mouth. And for you non-subscribers, I have a shirt. If I can't find it really quick, which I think I can, yes. I should get a different shirt. All right. because I think I do it for the subscribers. This was a gift from my manager. It looks like I do it for the non-subscribers. So that's probably gonna be my next shirt. I do it for the non-subscribers, but you subscribers, I love you guys to death. So enough of that. 5 minutes, we opened up. My editor didn't make my beginning yet for me. I don't even know if he's my editor anymore. I'm gonna hit him up one more time because he didn't answer me last time. And next, you know what? If anybody wants to be my editor, let me know. If you're a good editor, and you can do it the same day, because you can see I'm making this at 11:51. This will be up by 12:20. You know what I mean? Like, everything's done on my phone, even though I have that computer and I got awesome stuff. But I think I need an editor, you know? So hit me up. Like, yo, I can edit, and I'll put you as my job function, as your job function, and you can take the videos. Like, it gives you power on my channel. And because it's not just my channel right now, it's mine, my managers, and my editors. Our channel. And then if he doesn't want to do it and do what I needed, I need a beginning. If someone thinks they can make a beginning, like an Italian thing, you know, where, like, you know, little clips of me talking like this, but you don't hear me talking. It's just Italian music playing in the background, little clips of me in different videos, and like little wordings and stuff like that, like 10 years of prison, helping people, you know, just stuff like that. Just a nice beginning that's maybe like a minute at the most, so I can play it on all my videos, you know what I mean? Or have you edit a few of them, you know? So let me know, guys. I think I do need an editor. I need an editor. I do need an editor. Not think, I do need another editor. So let me get to the story. Like, I'll tell you my personal experience of getting my ass kicked. I actually cried a little bit, you know what I mean? Tough ass John was actually crying a little bit. What happened was, there was this guy, Love, in Green. So if you guys are in Green right now, or were in Green, he used to work there. He still works there, but he used to work there in the north side, which was like the annex. If you were in Franklin, I was in the annex. It's the same thing as the north side. But Green is nowhere as big compared to Franklin and Lick. Green ain't shit, you know what I mean? People say, oh, Green was tough. Act like a man, you're getting treated like a man. Ain't no beef. If you don't pay your bills and you're part of some gang shit, and you want to get told by someone else to cut this guy because he don't want to pay that debt, and you do it, you're part of that. You know what I mean? That's you. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's really acting like a man, you know, having someone else tell you to do something when you ain't part of that beef. Why don't you say, yo, I got your back. I'll be your safety. You cut him, I'll blast him in the face when he turns around. You know, that's neither here nor there. But I rang the bell to get let in. It's cookie cutter. You know, cookie cutters mean, you know, you take a cookie cutter. All the donuts are the same. There's like a bunch of compounds, a bunch of facilities that are all with those same type of buildings. So there's a couple cookie cutter facilities. And the donuts connected, like L1 and L2 are connected by one door in the middle, and that's how COs pass their accounts over or just go over. So I rang the doorbell. It was freezing. And I'm sitting there waiting. And I know he's a dick and he looks for problems. He sets you up for trouble. So I knew he wants you to wait. I wasn't going to ring it right away. I knew he wanted you to wait. So I waited. I waited about 33 minutes, 35 minutes. It's a long time. Fucking long time. I was like, yo, maybe he was on the phone or on the bathroom and he didn't hear it. So I was like, I'll just ring it because this is longer than just being a dick. This is maybe an accident. So I ring the bell again to get let in. That motherfucker marched over, opened up the door, boom, cracked me hard in my face like I was a bitch. And I'm telling you, the guy is such a pussy. He's a real skinny like guy because he used to be a real heavyset guy, but he hates black people. He's a white guy because his wife left him or cheated on him. I don't know which one of the two. With black guys, so he's like super racist, but I'm not black anyway. But you know, so just in case, if the guy was black, he probably would have beat the shit out of him badly. But he smacked, boom. Actually, had closed. It was closed, not a fist, but closed hand. Boom, smacked me. He's like, "What the fuck you doing? Ringing my bell more than once." I was like, "Yo, I was, you know, I know how to talk. You did that chameleon shit. They want you to act a certain way." you give it to him as long as you ain't selling yourself out. You know what I mean? I just know if I talk like, yo, I just did it would cause more problems. So I was like, yo, I just didn't think you heard the first ring. I wasn't being a dick. It was 35 minutes. I just thought maybe you didn't hear it. It wasn't me being an asshole. You know, and that got him to fucking calm down. And got him, get the fuck in your bed and stay in there. And you're cute. And that's one time, like when he calls chow, he gives you literally like 9 seconds to fucking stop what you're doing to get out the door. Which is stupid. What if you go in the bathroom, you gotta zip up, you gotta wipe and wash your hands? Like, it's stupid. And this guy I was really good friends with, Agony is his name. He was going there, and the guy closed the door, knowing he was almost running to make that door. Like, yo, you know this guy's hungry. I see if he's running for this food, he really don't have nothing in his locker. Locked him out. He's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, you didn't make it, blah, 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 blah. Gave him like a fucking, like he was ready, the CEO I'm talking about, gave him like a mouth like he was ready to fight. And he was like, yo, I'm trying to go to eat. I'm fucking starving. And it was like some crap too. I think like a turkey a la king or I don't know, some crap. And motherfucker pulled the pin on him. He got roughed up, not beat, roughed up by like 5 of them. Cuffed him up and he's like, damn, yo, I'm fucking starving. That was my boy. He went to the box and he came out. He was all right. But one time I got beat bad. I forgot what I did to do it. What did I do to make it happen? I don't remember. While I'm telling the story, it might come back to me. But, oh, I know now. This guy was a real dick, this CO. And most of the time when they do the morning counts, they do that like fucking some early. I'm talking about like, I forget, because my brain, but like 6 something it could be, or like just some early shit. And usually you're allowed to sleep as long, or you open your eyes, make sure you know you're alive, or you keep wiggling your arms or legs so they know you're not dead. Because now they got to do a live call because, live count because people have died and they didn't know because they weren't making you move and they weren't doing counts, or if they did, they just walk by the cube. So they do live counts sometimes. Some COs, overnight COs are cool as fuck. They don't give a fuck. But this guy was a dick. And he's like, yo, fuck this shit. You guys didn't want to wake up for the fucking count? I'm giving all you guys that didn't wake up tickets for that. All you guys tickets for that. That's more than one. If not, he would say, I'm giving that one person who didn't wake up. And I was on like 4 months loss of everything for fucking dirty. Who knows which one. I had 12 of them. I've never in my life seen someone who had more than me. In my life, I had more than 12. I beat 4, so 9, but I had 12, guilties, but I wasn't. I beat them. I beat 2 not guilty and 2 on appeal. And the 2 I got not guilty, on the spot, I said, yeah, I was dirty. I was exactly as dirty as that test said I was. I just know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking. I know when they fuck up. That's when the brain really works. And, I get them to say, hey, them motherfuckers out for you. Because they're going to find out I cleared you. They're going to fucking hit you again. You're just going to burn yourself even harder next time. No problem. Okay. Because now there's rules. The most you can get, it doesn't matter if it's your 3rd or your 5,003rd. You can only get up to 6 months, period, for your 30s. First 1 and 2 and stuff like that is less time, but the most they can give you 6 months. Probably gonna get 4 because good time. It's nothing. They helped us out, the legal people outside. But he only came to me and I had 2 weeks left. And I was done, but I was on boss for so long, so I was like happy that I was almost done. I could go to the yard and do my own shit instead of having this guy. I could do my own shit. He comes up to me, he's like, give me ID. I'm like, give you ID for what? He's like, you didn't wake up for my count. I was like, yo, yeah, I did. I was moving my fucking whole body for you. And I gave my ID, and everybody around me, they weren't trying to put a battery in my back. They were my, they were my people. I was cool with them. They were like, yo, we were out. We didn't move. We didn't do shit. You don't like you or something like that. They weren't doing like, oh, you don't like you. You better do, they were just talking to me. And it just got to my nerve. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to fucking set that guy straight. And he was on the talking to the other CO on the other connecting dorm. The door was open. They were talking. So I walk up to him. Not up to him. I walk into the dorm close enough to him. And I'm like, yo, how you going to freaking slug me with a ticket when you, number one, didn't call count, and you didn't call count over the speaker, and I'm the only one you're gonna freaking give a ticket to? Like, do you have some problem against me? Because I was moving, and I made sure you know I was alive. Like, you didn't call count, and you didn't do nothing. So how are you gonna say something about someone not being up for count if you never called count? He's like, you fucking telling me how to do my job? I'm like, nah, I wouldn't do that. I'm gonna wait for the sergeant to do his walk, and I'm gonna tell the sergeant you ain't doing your job. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I was like, oh shit, he's talking with a person. He might want to show off and show him how good he can kick someone's ass. So I was like, I walked away. I walked back to my cell, my cube, and I was like, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna grieve this motherfucker. So he came back about like 3 minutes before he would have got relieved, or 5 minutes or whatever. I walked up to him. I didn't want to go into that drawer without his permission. I was like, yo, you have a problem if I go in that drawer so I can get a grievance? He's like, who you grieving? I'm like, I'm grieving you for falling asleep your whole shift. Your whole shift you were sleeping. He's like, oh, you want to make threats at me? He's like, all right, well, watch this. Called Doomis. I don't know if Doomis still works. They probably still does it. I probably don't know no more. I think he got hurt or something a while back. Called Sergeant. The Sergeant had just put me on cube. I was cube restricted for that ticket. So more cube restriction. He's like, yeah, Doomis, I got Santa Mar. He's refusing to leave my bubble, and he's making threats at me right now. So they took it out as I was like coming up to the bubble, like, yo, you a pussy. Come on, square off with me. Come on, square, you know. Because he didn't say, he was just saying he was grieving me, like, you know. So that was during the morning shift change. All the cops were already in the big bus, like school buses and vans and shit, but they were there. So where'd they all go? They all went to where I was, in the north side. And they walked right in. The guy said he's over there. They passed me and went to the black guy right next to me. And the black guy said, whoa, what? I was like, no. You're looking for me. So they took me and fucking put my arms up. There's like a little double doors. Like you go out the doors, and there's a little vestibule, little. And there's another doors that lead you outside. That middle room, that vestibule area is a beat-up area. So they took me and they held my hands. Held it there. And it kicked my leg, kept kicking my legs wider and wider until I moved back, and then beat the shit out of me. I'm talking about punch me in the ribs, and you can't pull your arms down because your arms are stuck on the fucking wall. And they were choking the shit out of me, and they were asking me, like, because they didn't know what happened. Well, not that that gives them permission, but they thought I was physically threatening them, like I'm some tough guy. I just said, yo, I'm grieving you. You know, I did not deserve this. So if I said, yo, I'm going to fuck you up, I could see them defending their own. But, yo, they were choking the shit out of me. I was turning purple, like, yo, what, you know, some shit. And they were trying to ask me a question. I was like, I did not threaten him. You know, and fucking, they were like, oh, let's let this little bitch go. They cuffed me up and they picked me up, hogtied. Like, they picked me up and they threw me in the van, face first, like a kidnap victim. And they were fucking smashing their sticks on the fucking thing. And like, wait till we get you to the little box. Because in the little box, there's no mirrors. In the big boxes, in the 200s, not mirrors, they're cameras. There's cameras everywhere. They can't do shit to you unless they're inside your cell. But explain it. Why'd you come in the cell? You're supposed to bring us outside the cell. So, but they kick the shit out of you every day. In the little box, what they do is if you're there for a bad reason, every single day they beat the shit out of you that you're there. You're there for 30 days, you get beat up for 30 days. If you're leaving to go to the big box, they're gonna beat you up every day until you go to the big box, beat you up. And then they won't feed you either. They'll walk right by you with the food. You'll be starving, beat up. They won't let you shower. They won't let you go to rec. They do some fucked up shit. So I got beat pretty bad there. You know, nothing cracked on me. You know, I'm not gonna make it sound worse than what it is, but I got beat pretty bad. You know, I had a tear, both sides, like coming down. I wasn't crying because like, oh no, you know, it's just I was so mad that a bunch of pussies were beating the shit out of me because they a big gang and there's nothing I could do. Because if I swing on one of them, that's a charge right there. That they're gonna keep me there for so much fucking longer. You know, it's ridiculous. And just to beat you for fucking what? For what this guy said? You know, that's some corny shit. So I got in there and I did my hearing and I spoke to a captain and I told him the truth. I'm like, yeah, I did say something, but I didn't threaten this fucking guy. I just asked permission to go into the cabinet. That's right. And basically in his, what the fuck do they call it? Their bubble, you know what I mean? Like his area. So he asked me what I want. I said, a grievance. He said, what are you grieving? I said, I'm grieving you falling asleep during your shift. Like, that's all that was said. And you should have seen how he wrote the ticket. He says, I said that you don't know who you're fucking with. My uncle's something. I'll have your job. I was like, who the fuck would my uncle be? First of all, I don't have any Long Island uncles. I have two that are out of state, you know, and like, that's all I think of right now. I was like, what does he think? My uncle's the fucking senator? I can have his job? Like, that's not the way people from New York, down New York, not this upstate New York, down New York talk. Like, I will have your job. That's like an old man talking to another old man or something like that. That's just not how I talk. You should know that's not how I talk. Especially I'm from Long Island, you know, the city. That's just different. Nobody talks like that. And he laughed. The guy laughed. He's like, yeah, that's not no threat. He's like, I'm finding guilty, innocent for that. I'm dropping that. And he found me guilty for something else, not waking up or some shit. And I had to do 30 days in box. Like, he was doing me a favor. Like, that's the most time. He's like, but don't worry about it. I'm going to make sure you're up. Because they move people out the box all the time because a lot of people be signing in, so they go to a little box first, and then they move out the people that are there for, you know, fighting or what bad reasons. He's like, you'll be at the top. You're going to be at the first person, top of the list, the first person to leave once it fills up. All right, whatever. You know, I had to do my fucking time, man. He didn't do shit for me, whatever. But I did get beat up. The fucked up thing is, I seen that CO at, he was like, not a regular, but he worked often at this other dorm I went to, and he was fucking with me in the beginning. He was saying some slick shit, like he was like introducing himself, kind of like, and he could be hands on. He knows how to handle shit. And he's like, yo, ask Sandoval right there. He'll tell you, man. I'm like, yo, I need to talk to this motherfucker. So I went up to him like, yo, whatever you have in your head right now, it's wrong. We're done. I did something happened to me, and we move on. It's done. I won't be talking to you, so, you know, you really don't have to bring my name up. You know, I mean, there's no reason for it. You know, why try to elongate and lengthen something that could be gone and dead when it happened? Because that's where I was. It was over. It's over. You know? And he's like, all right. And he was cool with me ever since that day. But yeah, that was my big badass beating. But I gotten hit and beat by cops before, you know. But I seen a lot of stuff too. Like the cops do. The girl cops are bad up there. They'll lie and they'll say you were jerking off, looking at them, touching yourself. I wasn't there, but this guy was Muslim, and I know him. He's not like that, bro. I'm telling you, I could vouch for him. He's not like that. But he got beat bad, hospital almost bad, you know, infirmary hospital bad, and box time. But I think they got in trouble because the girl in the medical area, I forgot what facility, I don't think it was Green, but said he was staring at her and jerking off. And fucking in the infirmary where there's meds, you know, all types of inmates, you do, fuck out of here. And who did she call instead of calling it in? She called the husband who worked there also. The husband's the one that beat the living daylights out of that motherfucker. So they got in trouble for that. They got in a lot of trouble. They didn't follow protocol. Just like the cops didn't follow protocol fucking in Yapang. You know, that's why I'm going to be soon a millionaire, hopefully, because I foiled their rules. Because I was able to get it after a long battle, you know, long wait, you know, the undersheriff and all these people had to approve it. they got protocols that they got to follow. So if you want to protect yourself, you got to know their rules, man. And you got to know their rules and the rules that the inmates have to follow in order to protect yourself against them. The best action isn't to be physical. That's the worst action you could do, because those boys in blue are hands-on. Even at non-hands-on spots, are hands-on, you know, when they want to. The females are the worst. You gotta watch out for them badly. They'll say you were jerking off, you flashed them, you asked them out, you got naked. You'll get a sex charge and be an SOP when you never did any of that. The female ones are worse, because it seems like the cops, at least upstate, you know, LI, you know, New York, they don't have mental health. The ones upstate, anything above Brooklyn, you know, the ones upstate, they have mental health issues. They should see a mental health counselor and get evaluated, or just have, you know, somebody watching at all times, because they don't act right. There's a lot wrong with these motherfuckers. But now at Green, and probably all facilities, but when I was at Green last, in the last 2 months before I was in the hospital for almost a year, but the last 2.5 months at the hospital, it was Green, you know, Coxsackie, then Green, and it was like it was regular dorm, but it was near the infirmary. But they all have to wear cams on their shirt non-stop. They gotta wear cams, but they magically shut off at the right time. You know what I mean? When they're beating your ass, guarantee they shut off. But you can use that against them. That I want to see the fucking cam. I want to see that cam. You know, and that's a good thing that they have to wear the cameras at all times. You know, the video cameras at all times, because you could fight that and say, you can get yourself out of a lot of trouble. Look at the words that came out of his mouth. That's totally against the directives and the shit that you have written down that you have to follow to abide by, that was written by you. Because there's these special books in there that it's hard to get, but when you're fighting tickets that have like some of the directives and their code of conducts and shit. So, you know, use that against them, because like I said, for all tier 3s, you know, it's tier 1 tickets, tier 2 tickets, tier 3s. Tier 1s are free and nothing, like smoking in the bathroom. Tier 2 is $5, tier 3 is $5. And tier 2 is the middle. You know, you get like 45 days in a box, 60 days. It's just middle. Tier 3s are bad, you know what I mean? Tier 3s you can get, back then you can get 2 years for box time, more 5 years, you know. Tier 3s can get bad, man. You can get bad. And just from the dirties, I got 12 tier 3s, so I got, my record is, oh, that's why I maxed out. But every time I pled not guilty, I batted 1,000. I'm 100%. Never, ever lost pleading not guilty. Ever. Just, you gotta know what you're doing. I pled guilty just because, like, a lot of times when there was just no fight there, you know what I mean? There was just no fight, you know? Even if they, sometimes I'd fight knowing they would say, you're going to box anyway, you're guilty. But Albany, with my appeal, would see it. You get the right along thing. Like, you get to, like, state your case, your side of the coin, you know what I mean? So, yeah, this is just my one video. I'm going to make more of them, tell more stories. I don't want to make it too long. It's half hour. I probably lost you guys about, like, 28 minutes ago. But, yeah, the boys in blue, man, are fucked up in prison and jails, man. They're really fucked up. And, you know, that was just like a piece of a 1%. So, those guys are all pieces of shit. As far as I'm concerned, I'm telling you now, you guys hear me all the time when I say that the COs that were in the hospital in Peconic Bay, you can go fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. You are all pussy. I've always asked you to fight me in my fucking hospital bed, and all you did is call fucking my family on me, have them show up my room, me thinking they're visiting me, and they're disciplining me, saying, oh, these cops calling and saying you're threatening, you want to fight them, and yeah, I'm talking to the men like that. How come the men aren't acting like men? They'll beat your ass when you're fucking a nobody and you don't got nobody writing to, and there's no one you can get help from. But when they know you could fucking fight, number one, and they can't do the same shit to you. So those motherfuckers in Yaphank or wherever the fuck those cops are from, they're all pussy. They even brought their phones in, and one was trying to tape me. One was like a faggot. He said a faggot comment to me, like some sick shit, you know what I mean? So, again, I know you probably see them, and if you aren't, hopefully someone that watches this doesn't like how I'm saying fuck you COs and tells you guys. And the ones that it's the ones that work Peconic Bay in the civilian hospital, but the jail ward. So I'll narrow it down. I have their names written down in the book, but I got my book linked out soon. But yeah, these cops are fucked up. They put their hands on you. They set you up. They lie. They put like they got little drugs. They'll do a cube search and they'll find the drug because they had the drug in their pocket the whole time, or a banger. You know, banger's a knife or a pick or something. I seen it. They set you up. That could be new charges. So just watch your ass with these boys in blue, because these boys in blue are faggots. The little bitches, and they can suck my dick. You know what I mean? So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys learned something from this, because this was to try to prepare you, because I never did tell you how fucked up they are. They are fucked up, and they are set up artists too, and they're pussy. They put their hands on you because they know you won't fight back. But there's a few I've seen. Those are later videos. I seen a motherfucker knock someone out. Boom! He was my bunkie. And ASAP, he was a little black kid too. Knocked him, not knocked him out where he was sleeping from. Knocked him out like he was down, and then got right up, and then had to pull the pin. But he was wrong for putting the motherfucker up like that anyway. Shouldn't be messing with my bunkie. But alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry I'm not making as many as I used to, but I don't think I should, because I think I was making a lot. You know what I mean? I should just calm it down, make them more quality than quantity. And don't forget, editor, hit me up under this video. Alright, talk to you guys later.